I'm Roy Johnson, along with the Honorable Mayor John Ditslear in Noblesville. And John, what a gathering this morning. This, we need to tell the people, is the Mayor's Scout Breakfast. And explain the history on that. What goes on here?
Well, the breakfast, this is the 12th annual breakfast for scouting. At one point in time, Noblesville was the only city in the county that did it, and then in the county, all the other communities did it. Now we've spread out a little bit, but this is the 12th. Very successful. We have probably 300 people here. It's a great cause. I personally was a scout. Didn't make it, but I was active in scouting, and scouting does a lot for our youth in Hamilton County, and it's just a great opportunity to help these young people out.
John, money raised here goes to
the Central Indiana Scout Organization to help camps, to help fund camps, as I said, and camp opportunities for those who don't have the money to do that, etc. So that's what it's about.
Very neat. There is a tremendous turnout here today.
Yeah, it is.
Have you been told how many?
I think we're almost 300.
Oh, wow.
So it's early in the morning. It's 7:20 or whatever, and social time started at 7, and people were here at 10 of 7. And so it's a great turnout for Scouts, and we're happy to do it.
All right. Mayor John Ditslear, I'm Roy Johnson. You're going to see in just a minute an opportunity to see what's going on right here at the Mayor's Scout Breakfast. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure to introduce to you Cub Scout Logan Gimmel from Pack 100. Logan?
Good morning. My name is Logan Gimmel. I'm a third grader at North Elementary School and a bear in Pack 100. I was only a first grader when I decided to join Cub Scouting. It was one of the best decisions I've made. We have fun attending den meetings and pack meetings. That's not even half of the fun. At day camp, you can shoot BB guns and shoot bow and arrows. When I was a tiger, you could even throw tomahawks, which I thought was the most fun. There are many family activities as well, like the annual bowling event at Stardust Bowl and a summer picnic at Teeter Retreat. Just last Sunday, we had the annual Pinewood Derby. This is where each scout carves a car from a block of wood and then races each other down a long ramp. Even if you didn't win a trophy, it is still fun to try. Our pack also goes to see an Indians game. After watching the ball game, we watch a movie on the giant screen and then camp out overnight in the outfield. We also have the rain gutter regatta. That's when we make small wooden sailboats, fill a rain gutter with water, and blow on the sail to make the boat travel to the other end of the gutter. The fastest boat wins. This is still one of my favorites. But Cub Scouting is known for helping communities too. We do this with the Scouting for Food activity. This is where we go to houses and collect non-perishable food items to give to those who need it more. That's not all the Cub Scouts do for the community. One year, we sang Christmas carols and handed out candy canes to the people at the nursing home. We also assist with the annual White River Cleanup Project here in Noblesville. This is my first year to attend WAC, which stands for Webelos Adventure Camp. The Webelos get to stay overnight with their fathers for 3 nights in tents and go hiking and canoeing. In March, we change ranks at the annual Blue and Gold Banquet. The best part of being in Cub Scouts is being able to spend time with your friends and family while having fun. Thank you for inviting me here today to tell you what I like about Cub Scouting.
Scouting is all about quality of life, and it's our opportunity to build better citizens, more responsible citizens, young men and women who find a meaningful place in their community, wherever it may be, with an idea that they're going to give back in the future. And it's with that thought of quality of life and giving back in the future that it's my privilege to introduce to you our Mayor, John Ditslear, to share his thoughts on scouting this morning. Your Honor.
Welcome, everyone. On behalf of the city of Noblesville and all the scouts, we appreciate and thank each and every one of you for coming this morning. Scouting is very, very important in Noblesville and Hamilton County, and I'm very pleased to be hosting the 12th annual breakfast for scouting. I am a former Cub Scout, a Boy Scout myself, and happy to support this outstanding organization. I did make it to life, and then, as many of us, went on to other things, if you will. The Boy Scout organization was incorporated almost 100 years ago in 1910 and chartered by Congress in 1916. Its purpose is and was at that time to provide an educational program for boys and young adults to build character, to train in the responsibilities of participating citizenship, and to develop personal fitness. Since 1910, more than 110 million boys have participated in Scouts. Now, Scouts reach many lives. It brings opportunity to build character, to learn life skills, and even now to explore careers. Scout programs provide challenge adventures from boys from 7 all the way through high school. It helps young people develop leadership, a sense of responsibility, promotes active community citizenship, and fosters a sense of personal achievement, as well as a willingness to serve others. These programs obviously require time, effort, and of course money. As you know, the Scout and this breakfast helped keep the cost for Scouts as low as possible. In Hamilton County, there are 92 Cub Packs, Boy Scout troops, and venture crews. Over 1,440 adult leaders volunteer to help over 4,100 youth who participate in the Scouting. Now, I'm not a math major, but that's one adult leader for about every 4 boys, if my calculations are correct, which just is an outstanding ratio and effort to help our young people. I'll remind you that only 4% of Scouts ever earn the rank of Eagle Scout. Steve Holt, this morning's host, is himself one of those 4%. And at this time, I would like to ask all Eagle Scouts in the room to please stand and be recognized. Hamilton County last year produced 82 new Eagle Scouts in 2006. In 2005, there were 78. So again, Scouting is alive and well, and we had more in 06 than we did at 05. And that's really encouraging in today's world where young people have so many negative influences on their life. Scouting helps young people develop clear values, strength of character, personal fitness, leadership skills, and helps them become active in the community. An example is the Scouts in local community are involved with our White River Cleanup that Logan mentioned, and that is an outstanding program that many volunteers are involved in, and hundreds of Scouts help as well as other volunteers. And let me just say that it is really helping the flooding situation in Noblesville as that progress has started over the last several years. I'd like to briefly talk about career exploring programs. Exploring is a co-ed program, young men and women ages 14 to 20, to learn about potential careers. It gives young adults the opportunity to learn firsthand about what career they may be interested in as post officers as well. Explorer posts are sponsored by businesses, community organizations whose employees volunteer and educate young people about their particular career. Exploring has a strong presence as well in Hamilton County. There are 10 Explorer posts and over 225 young people participating. One of those examples, if you've ever attended our street dance, our mayor's ball, and various other city events, our Noblesville Police Department has a Explorer post, and these young people help at those functions and many others. They're learning about a future career, but also helping our community make it being a better place. To conclude this morning, I'd like to thank you all again, personally, for being here. This is an extremely worthwhile organization, and your help is much appreciated. Now I would like to introduce a young man who is a Life Scout in Troop 101. Please welcome Robert Lynn.
Good morning. I am grateful for the opportunity of speaking at this year's Mayor's Breakfast. My name is Bobby Lind. I am a junior at Noblesville High School and currently a Life Scout in Troop 101 chartered through Noblesville First United Methodist Church. I joined Scouts in first grade as a Tiger Scout. My experience in Scouting has given me the opportunity to learn many skills and become a person who does their best to live out the Scout Law and Oath. The 12 points of the Scout Law are trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And the oath says, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Living out these qualities in my life has helped me stand strong in my faith in God and become a responsible and caring person. Scouting has given me the opportunity to develop great friendships. Out of my current patrol, 4 of us have been together since our original Cub Scout den in 2nd grade. We have grown up together and will always be friends who are there for each other. It has also allowed me to be active in the local community with the White River Cleanup, Scouting for Food, and other various events. In 2004, I visited Philmont Scout Ranch located in Cimarroncito, New Mexico. Philmont is a high-adventure scout camp where you backpack on trails for 10 days. The trek our crew chose was the hardest trek they offered, and it lived up to its reputation. I'm glad I had the chance to visit Philmont and will return this summer with my dad and younger brother to share this adventure once again. In Scouting, I have had the chance to develop leadership skills. This started when I crossed over into Boy Scouts. My position was Assistant Patrol Leader. As the Assistant Patrol Leader, it was my responsibility to assist in patrol meetings and keep everyone informed of upcoming events. My next step was becoming the ASPL, or the Assistant Senior Patrol Leader, where I learned what it would take to become the leader of the whole troop. Last year, I was elected to be the SPL by my peers. I had a great time doing so, and I developed the most of this position, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to lead a large group of Scouts. And I even learned a great deal about patience working with the younger kids. I am thankful that I have been able to participate with Boy Scouts, and with the skills and experiences I have had, I know that I am better prepared for my future.
Our final speaker this morning is a young man who's involved with the Career Exploring program. Exploring is the co-ed program, which John shared with you a few minutes ago, where high school-age youth get the opportunity to learn firsthand about a career from professionals in the field that they have an interest in. Michael Geyer is a sergeant with the Noblesville Police Department Exploring Post 130. He's going to come up and share with you some of his experiences in exploring. Michael?
Oh. I'm part of Noblesville Police Explorer Post 130, and it's for ages 14 to 21, and you got to be a high school freshman to be part of it. And it's a really great thing to do because we get to learn about the police department here in Noblesville and what it takes to be police officers. We have physical fitness tests to try and make sure we meet the physical requirements of the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy, which includes a 1.5-mile run in under 16 minutes, a 300-meter sprint in 72 seconds, 25 push-ups, 29 sit-ups in 1 minute, and a vertical jump where you have to get 12 inches higher than your arm fully extended vertically. And the great thing about these things is they're not requirements to be part of the post. It's just something we try and get people to reach as personal goals. And in the post, we also learn about, or we get to go through police training, such as we get trained on how to handcuff suspects, and we also got certified on tasers and OC last fall. And we get defensive tactics and training to help us defend ourselves against unruly and violent suspects too. We get to go through traffic stops and see what it's like to talk with and, hand out tickets to people. Yeah, people laughed out. Yeah. It's not so much fun for the person getting it, but it's interesting to see what it's like. We also do building searches which are interesting. We get to do it with simunitions, where it's basically kind of like paintball, and it gives us a feel of what it's like. And when we're doing this, you get to feel like how exciting and how quick things can happen, because it seems like it takes an hour, but it takes like less than 30 seconds sometimes. And we also participate in activities in the community, such as we do parking for Forest Hills Haunted Woods, and also we do parking for Grace Community Church every Saturday and Sunday. And like was mentioned before, we help with the street dance, crowd control and stuff, and we also do security at the 4th of July fireworks display, and we participate along with all the other scout programs in the White River cleanup, and we help the high school also with parking at cross-country meets. And I joined the Explorer Post so that way I could get a feel of what it's like for the police department as a career, and it gives me a glimpse of what it's like. We get to sit in on dispatch and do ride-alongs with the police officers, so we get to see what it's like from their perspective on a daily basis. And it's taught me about a lot of what the police officers go through on a daily basis. And it means a lot to me because it's a safe way for me to learn about my career choice for the future. And it gives me focus, because if I didn't have this exploring program, I'm not sure what I'd be doing. But it's better than some of the alternatives that some kids do. And it's also a very challenging activity. It keeps you thinking, driving, trying to reach goals that are set for you, and goals that you set for yourself. And it means a lot, especially for the fact that these police officers are taking times out of their days to be with my fellow explorers and myself and teach us what it's like for them on a daily basis.
I would now like to take a moment and recognize and present a gift to one of our benefactors who has contributed $2,000 to this event. It's supported by and has supported scouting for a very long time. So on behalf of Bridgestone Firestone Trust Foundation, Art Bartlett is here. Art, please come forward, I believe. And thank you for your gift of $2,000 to scouting. This is we didn't know who's doing what, so. Obviously, we have not had such a successful breakfast if it was not for the diligent effort of our table host. And we would like to first read their names and then have you stand briefly as a group to be recognized. American Structure Point, Brian Ayer, Ayers Real Estate, the Honorable Jerry Barr, Dave Chrisman, First Indiana, Christopher Burke, Engineering, Community Bank, Matt Cook, Cook & Cook, and Steve Cook of Cook & Cook, Kara Culp, City of Noblesville, Custom Concrete, Envoy, Flannery Buchanan, Greg Goff, Key Bank, Hamilton Southeastern Utilities, Chris Ham, City of Noblesville, Mike Hendricks, City of Noblesville, HNTB, Steve Holt, Mike Howard, Sonia Lurkamp, Jim Moran, Forum Credit, and Greg Murray, Forum Credit Union, Noblesville Daily Times, Paul Kripe, Riverview Hospital, Jeff Rupp, First Indiana Mortgage, R.W. Armstrong, Joe Shotwell, Trust Financial, St. Vincent's Hospital, Troop 101, and Steve Wood. Thank you each and every one of the table hosts.
Well, John, now is the time we've all been waiting for.
And we have a number. Today, thanks to your efforts and contributions, we have raised today $23,430 for scouting in Hamilton County and Noblesville. Thank you.